We live in an age of tragedy that is rooted in the near-total denial of the scientific discoveries of Johannes Kepler in the early 1600s. If Kepler's discoveries were acknowledged today, we would live in a virtual paradise, without war, poverty, hunger, economic collapse, and without an energy crisis, because these would have been all put aside for meeting the great challenge that the return of the Ice Age has placed before us all, which the denial of Kepler has hidden from us. If this challenge had been met and been responded to, it would have caused humanity to create the greatest renaissance of all times. This would have been the natural response to the imperatives of the future. It still is that today. It remains as an unresolved challenge. If the challenge had been met, it would have put an end to the rule of empire that prohibits human development on every front. For this reason, the masters of empire have quietly decapitated all three of the vital support structures that civilization depends on: our system of politics, economics, and science. Politics have become fascist, laced with war. Economics have become monetarist, laced with looting and destruction. The most tragic decapitation, however, is imposed on science, to the point that 99.999% of the mass of the universe and its power is deemed not to exist. If Kepler had been heeded in modern times, it would be recognized that the most essential part of the universe that is now being denied to exist does indeed exist, whereby the denial of it reveals itself as being one of the vital key elements standing behind the tragedies of the modern world. The fundamental technical aspects of the denial of Kepler has been already presented in part 1 of the series Kepler Today, named Science Revolution. The video presented here is more focused on what results from the denial. An exploration of the method and the consequences is critical because it has deep-reaching implications on nearly the entire horizon of civilization. On the intentionally created platform of waging war against humanity on all fronts, as we see it reflected in the decapitation of politics, economics, and science, where the war is fought with all the pomp and power of empire. The greatest tragedy is that this war against humanity is widely supported in society, rather than society defending itself against it. By this deep failing, humanity's very existence is now threatened, like by a disease that has festered and become acute.